Heavy spoilers coming your way of chapter 118, you have been warned. Alright, what's good, boy dude? It's a boy dude reviews, and today we've got chapter 118 review, and this chapter is basically about it kind of continues after the events of chapter 117 with Zeke coming into battle, and Zeke just basically thrashing all the Malians being so angry that Zeke betrayed him. And the thing I like about this chapter is that there's a lot of nice panel shots. Like, I feel like the drawings are starting to match the anime a little bit more every time. Like, they're just looking so much better and so much more fascinating. But the main part of the chapter was seeing the main gang, Arma, Mikasa, Connie and Jean, basically deliberating on whether to help Eren or not, because I call him the black dude, like the one black dude saying that they need his help to fight alongside Eren, but Connie isn't having any of it because he's just feeling so betrayed after Reiner, Bertolt, Annie, and now Eren have all betrayed him. Like, all of his friends, just turning their backs on them, and he just doesn't want it to happen anymore. And this chapter's been pretty damn amazing, It shows that Armin is starting to have more trust in Eren more than ever. Like, he had a lot of time to think about it, and I think he truly knows that Eren is definitely doing this, to help the Eladian and Paradise Island. But in order to do that, he had to, seem like he betrayed them. But remember, from the moment that Liana made a proposal to Eren about being a Jägerster and fighting alongside with Zeke, he had no choice, and he knew what he needed to do. Even if it meant betraying his friends, he just had no other way and no choice. So that's what Eren needed to do. And the rumbling is basically to kind of to scare all the world nations, which are all gathering in Mali. And I think the rumbling is so that they can kind of scare them and make them like a little bit terrified and see this extent power. And maybe it's just to tell them that I'm not too sure. Maybe it's to prevent just bad stuff from happening. I'm not too sure, but it's just seeing how these characters who grew alongside Eren, and they're trying to trust him, and Arma's having more trust in him than ever, but Mikasa's having doubts. Like, she even put her scarf away, and there's the shot where she leaves her scarf behind. Whenever she goes into battle, she always has her scarf, but she's leaving that down. I really like that little scene. It's kind of showing that she's leaving her childhood behind, and she can no longer rely on Eren anymore for, encouragement or words of wisdom. She has to rely on herself. And it looks like they're gonna go alongside and help Eren in the battle, and Ryan is obviously trying to prevent all this from happening, and you get this freaky shot. Oh my god, that's scary as heck. And meanwhile, Falco and Gabby kind of reunite, and they basically get into hiding, and then Falco's basically admitting his feelings to her, and then Gabby is basically saying for the first time ever that she finally understands Reiner's feelings against the Paradise Island people, and all this time when she was thinking that they were devils, they were just normal people. And I really like this shot, seeing her realization and coming to understand, that she did a bad thing killing Sasha, and she was just a normal person. Then Falco's basically admitting his feelings to her, and he doesn't want to die. And then meanwhile, the Jaw, Titus basically attacking Zeke, but then is defeated. And then more Mali troops are fighting alongside against Eren and Zeke. And then they are able to shoot down Zeke. And if Zeke shouts for sure, then the critical moment may begin. And that's where we end up. And what do I think about this chapter? This chapter was really good. The chapters of Attack on Titan are getting so much better and more interesting, and I'm just really so much more involved and engaged in them. They are so much better, and I've really enjoyed them. I'll do a predictions review right now, so thanks for watching the review. Please actually comment down below. As always, a boy did review signing